Yo, what's up guys, it's Vader and I'm back with another video for you guys today, and I thought I'd do something a little bit more fun regarding Predator Hunting Grounds. I was actually going to talk about the movie styled Predators in the game and explain how accurate and inaccurate I think some of them are. So yeah, this is going to be a little fun video for you guys today, and I hope you enjoy it. And the first Predator that we're going to start off with is Wolf Predator from Alien vs Predator Requiem. And I have to say, when this first came out, the release, when this first came out, he never had the netting. Like, no joke, he never had any of the netting on him and stuff. It was all jumbled up and stuff. And here's the comparison next to obviously the game model, and this obviously is the Hot Toys Wolf Predator Heavy Weaponry version, probably the most accurate depiction I could find. And yeah, it definitely does look really good when you compare it side by side. The only little issue I have with the actual in-game model is the little Scary doesn't have that, but that's just a minor little gripe. But everything else is just overall really good. They've even incorporated the fact that he has his eye on where the acid burn is actually blind, so he's blind in one eye. So I'd say that Wolf Predator right now looks to be the most accurate, so I'm giving him a 9, maybe a 9.5. And next we have Scar. So I'm just going to make a little note here. I added the armour, that colour. It's meant to be a kind of gunmetal grey kind of look, kind of like how the helmet looks. And I changed the dreadlocks as well on him, or the predlocks, for the Bionic Predator, because obviously the AVP Predator dreads are really long, so that's basically why I tried to make it as kind of accurate but not too accurate, to obviously where you're well, why have you done that? The face on this one is really inaccurate. They basically went with the Jungle Hunter Predator and just basically toned the flesh tone down a little bit on him. It doesn't have any of the aging kind of things of the Jungle Hunter. So they've just basically went over the face with a yellow kind of colouring. But the one thing that really annoys me about the AVP Predators is the fact that they don't have the neck collar on any of them. It's a really weird bug that they have, where it's their skin tones exposed, and they don't have the little neck guard on them. So that's basically a little inaccuracy. So I'm gonna give Scar a 7 out of 10. I'm gonna give Scar a 7 out of 10. Next we have the captured / Jungle Hunter Predator, and the reason why I say this is because it just basically is the Jungle Hunter minus the neck trophy that he has. And I actually saw the actual in-game model of the Jungle Hunter, and that is extremely inaccurate. The only thing that they have on the Jungle Hunter compared to the actual captured Predator is the bone on the neck. That's it. He doesn't, of course, have the trophies on his chest, and obviously the spine at the back of him, and he's missing his pouch and stuff. So yeah, I will say the one redeeming quality that he has is the face. I look at that right there and I see the 87 Jungle Hunter right there without the mask. They captured that really well. The only thing is he's not got the 3 little dread beads on his dreads to make him obviously look more like the Jungle Hunter, but I can forgive them for that, because obviously it's the default dreads. It's basically for the Hunter Predator. Another little gripe I have with the Jungle Hunter slash Captured Predator is the fact that with the Biomask, he doesn't have like the clear lenses on him, and it's the same with the Scar Predator as well. His helmet should be a bit more of like a silverish colour rather than this kind of like black, like darker silver kind of colour. And the lenses on the Scar should be a lot brighter with like the grid shape on them. And the fact that he doesn't have a more accurate body type. He should have like the body type of the Predator 2 or the Hunter Predator. But anyway, I'll give him a 6 out of 10. So onto the Chopper Predator now. Rant aside on the Jungle Hunter there. Chopper Predator is actually pretty accurate, apart from the neck guard, and he for some reason has the spine at the back. And the only Predator in that movie that I remember having the spine at the back was Scar Predator. They even actually don't have the little string that goes up. And like I mentioned, the fact that you can actually see the neck, that's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to have like a neck collar or a neck guard, and the face is extremely inaccurate on him. They should have just basically went with the Jungle Hunter, because even at that I can like basically like forgive them for it. And the fact that the I don't know if it does it on Chopper and Celtic, but on Scar, when you like go to the classic look, it's bugged on Scar. It doesn't actually show up. It basically just gives you the default skin with like the weird stripes that he has on him. That's kind of why I went with like this more kind of whiter tone of them. So I'm giving Chopper a 6 out of 10. Now, this one right here is actually really accurate. I don't really see any fault with the Feral Predator, on the fact that the dreads are spazzing out, but he looks really accurate from just obviously how I'm looking at him right now. They even got the little quills on his shoulders, which is really accurate as well. Like, this motherfucker was so fucking hairy in the film, like these shoulders, and even when the mask comes off as well, like you can see like the little quills on his face as well. And one thing I will say is they actually captured the way that the mandibles are. They're not totally the same as like all the other Predators, they're actually different, and they actually like spread out a little bit more than usual. And obviously this is how he looks without the mask. I think this looks really accurate. It's probably the second most accurate, I would say. They've even incorporated the little coyote skull that he has, or the wolf skull, whatever you want to interpret it as. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. With the mandibles, they actually come out when you have like the Feral mask or the Alpha Predator mask. See, they come out quite far, and then they like the stick. They're more like tucked in. I wouldn't really say they're closed, so to speak. They're more like kind of like inward, like tucked in one another, which is really cool. So I'm going to give him a 9.5. I'm going to give him a 9.5 out of 10. Next is the City Hunter, and the body looks accurate on this one. However, the mask and the armour don't really match up particularly well. But I can kind of forgive it, because the face looks quite accurate. And the what else? And the dreadlocks are pretty accurate as well. So yeah, this one's kind of tough, because obviously the armour is not really the same. The skin tone at the red parts on his like these chest area should be like a little bit more like a brownish kind of red colour. But the face looks pretty accurate. I have to say that the face looks pretty accurate, even from the side, and he's even got like the little spike parts on his mandibles, like the lower part of him, where he's obviously the chin, his cheeks, so to speak. He's even get the little spikes. You can kind of make them out there. So that's pretty accurate. And obviously we have to have him with the Rebreather, the Predator 2 Rebreather as well. So yeah, this is him here with the Rebreather. I do like the fact that the dreads are pretty accurate, like obviously the side by side picture there, the dreads are really accurate as well. I would have preferred that they had like the longer dreads for the AVP Predators. Instead what we get with them is the Wolf Predator dreads, when it should be like the longer ones. So next up is Falconer. I'm going to give City Hunter probably a 7 out of 10. So next up we have Falconer, and this one is pretty good. However, the body is just super anorexic looking compared to how it should look in the movie, and it's the same with Mr. Black, but I will touch on more with Mr. Black after this one. But yeah, the dreads, I've actually recolored the dreads there to match how it's supposed to be. But yeah, everything beside the body looks accurate, I would say. They've even got like the little scar that he has at the back of him. So that's pretty accurate, I guess. And then we're going to take the mask off now. Yeah, that looks okay. That looks pretty accurate to me. I don't really know which colour looks better, but with the head, I don't know if the first one looks okay, or I think it was the classic that I had changed it to, but yeah, that looks pretty good. You don't really get to see this guy's face, but I'm guessing it's just basically the same as the Mr. Black, because obviously it's the same kind of build and like body type, so I'm guessing it basically would have been the same face underneath the mask. That's kind of a hard one. That's kind of like a hard one, because you never get to see his face or Tracker Predator's face, but they're kind of like the same mold type as the Berserker Mr. Black. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Now the Celtic Predator, on the other hand, like I mentioned before with the scar and the chopper, the dreads aren't obviously his, and the what do you call it, and the armour is supposed to be more representing the actual helmet. So yeah, that's going to take into consideration here. But first things first, you'll notice the spine at the back there. Celtic does not have that, and I would have preferred with each of the AVP Predators they actually gave them their designated plasma caster. Like Celtic should have had the big cannon one, and Chopper maybe the smaller one, and then obviously Scar should have had the more classic looking one. But yeah, as you'll see on the neck kind of area of Celtic, he doesn't have the neck guard, and it bugs me, because when I'm actually playing in game and you do like the roar and you look above it, there's no, it's just not even textured at all. It's not even textured at all. So I'm going to give the Celtic a 6. Now for the Elder Predator. You're probably wondering why I've got this helmet on him. Is because in the with the NECA figure of this guy, he actually has a helmet that's kind of similar to that helmet. So that's basically why I put it on him. His name was back in like the pirate kind of comic, got the Golden Angel, because he had like kind of like golden armor and stuff. But now he's called the Greyback. But I just basically put that helmet on him because I was trying to obviously not have him with the default Elder Predator helmet with the whole jungle hunter look. So yeah, everything on this guy I can see right away is quite accurate looking. I do have a little nitpick with the face. Like it should have been a jungle hunter face that they should have used, but I really do like the fact that they actually have the little ring on the lower part of the spike on his mandibles. That's pretty cool, and I'm just looking at it right now. Yeah, this one's pretty accurate looking. He does have a little it's like an elbow kind of thing. He has like an elbow strap right there, but they don't actually have like the I think it's like a Confederate flag or something they had on it, or like some kind of like army flag that he had. So I can kind of forgive them for not having that, but you kind of can see where it should be anyway. So I'm going to give the Elder a 9 out of 10. Now, like I mentioned with the Falconer Predator, this is how he should have looked. This is an actual picture of the movie version of Berserker, and you can tell right away how much larger the actual movie version is compared to obviously the in-game model, and obviously from the side. It's like the head is accurate, but the body is just not very accurate. They should have made like they should have actually made him more like the Ela the Feral Predator, or like a hunter kind of styled body, because he just looks like a scout predator. And then obviously we have the unmasked look here. Now obviously this is how he's supposed to look with the unmasked look. So I find this skin tone to be the more accurate. Yeah, this one here is kind of the more accurate out of the two skins that kind of look more how it's supposed to look. Everything else about him's really nice. It's just the body tone. But I'm gonna give Berserker probably an 8 out of 10. But as ever, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it really interesting. I look at the inaccuracies and accuracies of the in-game models. As ever, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers, guys. Thanks.